Hello there. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Let's Talk Fishing podcast. I'm on location right now on Lake Des Allemands, right here in southern Louisiana, at the Bass Pro Shops Crappie Masters tournament of the, what is this called? South Louisiana? South Louisiana. And right now I'm going to give the phone over to Dustin Boudreau, who is the tournament master. There you go. Introduce yourself and just start talking.
I'm Dustin Boudreau, the tournament director of South Louisiana Crappie Masters. Had a rough, tough day today. Had 10 teams show up. Probably had a few of them didn't show up because of the virus going around, but all in all, we had a pretty good day. First place was 7-1-7. Big fish was a 1-2. But they caught everything. Some guys are using live scope. Some guys are just fishing under a cork, 2 foot deep. But all in all, we had a real good day.
Yeah.
Glenn Davis fishing the Crappie Masters tournament. Real tough fishing today. No big fish, real big fish were caught. We enjoyed the day. We had a good time. Hoping to see a lot more of y'all next time we come out and fish for the next tournament. And want everybody to stay safe and make sure you stay away from that coronavirus. Just keep your hands clean and take preventive measures to keep out of that. Thanks.
Introduce yourself and talk about what happened.
Andre Smith from Shreveport, Louisiana. We went out today and it was rough to say the least. Caught 4 decent fish but couldn't get any more. The rest were 3 real small ones. And we did with the best we could do. But that's about it.
All right, we're having a great time here, guys. We're going to be interviewing most of these guys. So here's the next interview. State your name, tell them who you are.
Ty Barbier from Thibodeau, Louisiana. So we don't fish Des Allemands too much, but we pulled one out by accident this time. We did a lot of running, burned a lot of gas. We fished all of the bayous off of the lake, Bayou Cheveux, Grand Bayou, Bayou Buff, and we pretty much targeted structure in the water, sticks, down trees, some stumps, and we caught most of our fish on tube jigs, purple and chartreuse, about 2 foot under a cork, and that was the ticket.
All right, we're still having a great time here. Not many of these guys are talking for very long, so this might be a pretty short podcast. But, this was really exciting at this crappie tournament. It really was. I had a great time here seeing all the fish that came in. And now I'm going to see if I can get Clyde. Say a few words?
Yeah, sure thing.
Just grab the phone.
How y'all doing today? I'm Captain Clyde Falls, owner and general manager of the Crappie Psychic LLC. It was a pretty tough day today for all of the anglers that showed up. We only had 10 teams, probably due to the COVID-19 virus going around. But I'm telling you, these guys, and they took extreme precautions here. So I was very, very happy to see what was going on at this tournament. For the weigh-in, we made sure people stayed distances away from each other, and we didn't have any groups of more than 3 or 4 people together at any time, and we got hand sanitizer and paper towels on all the tables. So everything went well, and everything looks good, and I'm really proud of all the teams that came out and gave it their best effort, especially my pro staff team, Tim Hebert and Andre Smith, who placed second, but they did take first in big fish today. And so that's 2 tournaments right now. They got a first and a second so far on this South Louisiana Crappie Trail. And they're doing extremely well. And Anyway, I'm glad Jay came today, and I'm glad he's getting this information out there. We definitely are happy with the Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Department allowing this tournament to go on, as long as we took the proper precautions. So a big shout out to the Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Department, and a big shout out to Dustin for taking control of this Crappie Masters South Louisiana chapter and making sure we get some recognition down here in South Louisiana. And everything went great. Glad to be here. Y'all stay safe.
Yeah, thank you, Clyde. Thank you very much for coming on my show. It's always a pleasure to have you on. You're a great guest. You do great things for crappie fishing. And boy, I like that. And just like you said, let's give South Louisiana a little recognition for the great. Now, why don't you tell us about your new baits?
Thank you, Jay. Yeah, we just introduced our brand new bait. It's the first bait that we designed. This bait took over a year in the design phase, and everything about this bait, from the top all the way to the tip of the tail, has a reason that it was made the way it was made. The new bait is called the Crappie Weapon. Just went live on our website just a couple of days ago, and they are going fast. So if you want to get your hands on them, all you got to do is go to thecrappiepsychic.com and check out our website. We have them in 8 different colors, and they're 8 good colors. We may add a couple of colors in the near future. But thanks for asking, Jay. I appreciate that.
Oh, well, it's always a pleasure to have you, and this was an exciting event right here. These guys, they fished hard today in horrible conditions to catch crappies on. What?
Jim Grant's ride.
Oh, yeah.
I just got one.
And, so you just got a Grant rod, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Mr. Jim Grant had it custom made for me, and I've been using it now for a few weeks, and I'm absolutely loving my Grant rod. Thanks a lot, big dog. We appreciate that very much. And so far so good. I'm going to really test it out coming up in late spring when I start hooking on to them 20-pound blue cats. So I'm going to really test it hard, but so far I'm loving it. Thanks again, Mr. Jim. I appreciate it.
That's fantastic. So let's walk over here. What did it take to win this tournament?
The first place winner at this tournament today, they came in with a weight of 7.17 for first place. It was tough out there. Our second place had 5.80, and our third place winner was 5.53. And Big Fish was 1.20 today. And all of those guys weighed in 7 fish. It was just tough. The pressure was really high. The fish just didn't want to bite. So, but that's how it goes. That's why we call it fishing and we don't call it catching.
Well, thank you very much. And I'd really like to thank you for inviting me to this event. I really had a good time. This was, in this tough times, it was good to get out of the house, get out and see some really good fishing kind of guys. I got a lot of the guys who had interviews today. Just really had a good time. With that, I'd like to say good night to my listeners, and I'd like to thank Captain Clyde again. I'd like to thank the Crappie Masters for inviting me, and I'd like to thank Dustin Boudreau for putting on a great tournament. And thank you very much, folks.
We got Tim and Andre on there?